Happy Sunday, everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement, back with the weekly random album pull, the rap. I just suddenly dawned on me that the word rap could not necessarily be R.A.P., it could be W.R.A.P. Pretty cool. Anyway, typically I get up on Sunday morning for your viewing pleasure, and you watch me walk over to the CD rack and I pull the CDs out. I am struggling with broken ribs right now. The pain is freaking excruciating. I do not need you to watch me wince in pain bending over to pick up a CD. So I did it ahead of time. You'll have to trust me. I hid everything under this blanket, so I have no idea what I pulled. I pulled them all, walked over, and put them on the couch beside me and covered them up. So I have no idea what's coming up. We'll just start going through them and see what's here. Let's have some fun. You ready? And by the way, I'm back to the stupid ear thing for now because my little lapel mic broke this morning. I already did this video, uploaded it, and when I went to watch it back for a few minutes, all I hear is static. So I had to delete it and start over. So, what are you going to do? Okay, let's start. Johnny Winter, Nothing But the Blues. I think I pulled this one before. Big Johnny Winter fan, one of the great guitar players of all time. I got to see Johnny a couple times, and one of the great blues artists of all time, as far as I'm concerned. Can't go wrong with this. It doesn't matter if you're walking through the parks, a classic Muddy Waters track. Who plays on this with him? Interested to find out. Do they say Johnny Winter, Muddy Waters sings on this album? James Cotton is on this album. Pinetop Perkins is on this album. Wow, fantastic! It doesn't get better than that. Nothing But the Blues, Johnny Winter. What else have I got here? Oh, The Enchantment. Béla, Fleck, and Chick Corea. Now, interesting that when Béla was about 18, 19 years old, I met him at a Bluegrass festival, and he was playing in a band called Spectrum, and his first album, Crossing the Tracks, had just come out, where he did an incredible jazz banjo version of his Chick Corea's Melody for Spain. And it's one of the catalysts for me getting into jazz. And I got to spend a bit of time with Béla, and I asked him if Chick Corea had heard his version. He said yes, he had, and that he got a note from him, kind of giving him the thumbs up, which was pretty cool, and Béla was pretty proud. Béla was a huge fan of jazz fusion and took the banjo in that whole direction. And years later, Béla and Chick started collaborating. They did a tour together. They did albums together like this. Up until Chick's passing, they were very close. And two incredible musicians, genius musicians together. Great album, The Enchantment. There's Béla and Chick right there. Fantastic. Too bad we lost Chick Corea a year or so ago. Neil Young, On the Beach. My favorite Neil Young album, On the Beach. This has a lot of Toronto references in it. The Riverboat's Rockin' in the Rain. The Riverboat was the famous club in Yorkville Village. Toronto's version of the Haight-Ashbury area. That's where a lot of legendary performers got their start playing there. Jackson Browne would have played there before he was known. Gordon Lightfoot, Ian and Sylvia, Joni Mitchell, Neil Young. I mean, it could go on and on, the amount of people that played at the Riverboat. And it mentions Isabella, which is a street downtown Toronto where I think Neil lived. He used to work at a bookstore right at Yonge and Wellesley in Toronto, an old Coles bookstore. Yeah, great album. For the Turnstiles, my favorite Neil Young song, is on that album. What's next? Oh, Janis. Got them old cosmic blues again, mama. This is my girl. I love her. I will love her forever. Janis Joplin. Oh man, this is the album when she left Big Brother. Very soulful, punchy horns. She was trying to get that whole soul review sound like Otis Redding. If you ever see Otis live, video of Otis live, that kind of a feel, and add that to the rock sound. It was freaking awesome. But try just a little bit harder. Maybe um, perhaps her most beautiful vocal performance on a song called Little Girl Blue. Cosmic Blues is, oh man, I might just have to play this album today. I love Janis. Joni Mitchell, Speak of the Devil. Mention her name. My favorite Joni Mitchell album. This is crazy. Hijira. This is the album I always say when people say, I can't take Joni Mitchell's voice. This is the album you should listen to. Down in the register a little bit. She doesn't do those soprano acrobatics. The song Coyote off of that she did on in the Last Waltz is on here. My favorite Joni Mitchell song, Amelia, is on here. Great, great album from Joni. Fantastic. Hey, Jira. Oh, what's next? John Hammond, Rough and Tough. Freaking guy's amazing. John Hammond Jr., son of legendary producer John Hammond, who worked with, signed Bob Dylan to his first Columbia contract, worked with Billie Holiday, tons of people. A legend in the business. And John Hammond Jr., great, great blues artist. John was responsible for getting Bob Dylan and the band together. John was working on his album, bringing in guys from the band to support him on that. And Dylan went to one of those sessions, heard that. Then they went to a club in somewhere in New Jersey, I think, where the band was playing as the Hawks still, I think. And the rest is history. Uh, John Hammond, fantastic stuff. Bluegrass Goes to Town. This is pop songs played in a bluegrass way. Friend of the Devil by Tony Rice and Hillman and Chris Hillman. What else is on here? Bye Bye Love by Spectrum. That's the Béla. Everything's coming back. That's the album that the band that Béla was in when I first met him. Bye Bye Love, the Everly Brothers tune. Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. Blue Bayou by the Cox Family. Can't Find My Way Home. Rob Ikes and Tim O'Brien, two incredible. Rob Ikes is a great oboe player. Tom and Tim O'Brien, great vocalist, great songwriter, mandolinist, fantastic musician. Heartbreak Hotel, the Doug Dillard Band. I Will, Tony Furtado and Alison Krauss, the best Beatles cover ever. Bridge Over Troubled Waters, the Weinstein Brothers. Never heard of that. John Hartford doing Janis and Big Brother's Piece of My Heart. I'm Walking, J.D. Crowe in the New South. Fats Domino. World Turning, the great Fleetwood Mac track. Tony Trishka, it's so good, man. And Alison Krauss, oh man, it's so good. What Goes On, the Beatles song, and Only You Know and I Know, Third Time Out. Wow. Some great stuff on here. Really good. Next, Lucinda Williams' latest album, Stories from a Rock and Roll Heart. It's a good album. It's not a great Lucinda album. It's just a good album. I like it. If I'm reaching for Lucinda, not the one I play, Car Wheels and Highway 21 and Highway 20, Ghost of Highway 20, and a couple others that I like more. But I could certainly put this on, would not be offended or bored with it. Lucinda's awesome. I love her. That accompanied her biography, actually. John Mellencamp, Plain Spoken. Now, I like this album. John has become kind of a raspy Louis Armstrong kind of a dude now. The album he put out a couple of years ago, I can't remember the name of it. It's plain that Sam St. John bugged me and bugged me and bugged me to buy, and I procrastinated and then bought it and went, oh man, why didn't I get this before? It's a great album. This is kind of similar, I think, plain spoken. But I like the new Mellencamp. I kind of like what he's doing. He's reinventing himself. Oh, Little Feat, Sailing Shoes. Is this not one of the great bands of all time? Come on, like just fantastic. This has got some great songs on it. Willin's on here. What a great track that is. Sailing Shoes is so good. Easy to Slip. Cold, Cold, Cold. Trouble. Fantastic album. If you're not into Little Feat, you should be, especially if you like the band mixed in with some maybe southern rock and blues. It's a whole kind of a mismatch of stuff, but it's just brilliant stuff. Love Little Feat. Next, another bluegrass album. Bill Keith, one of the legends of bluegrass banjo, basically invented a style of playing called melodic banjo, him and Bobby Thompson. And Bill was a member of the Bluegrass Boys for a while with Bill Monroe. This is a great record. There's a couple of covers on here that are just incredible. One of the Rolling Stones' No Expectations, and the other is Caravan, the Duke Ellington song. Oh man, but this is one of my favorite bluegrass albums of all time. Very inspirational to me in my playing, and I have it on vinyl as well, which is not easy to find. I got two more. Cooder, the UFO has landed. This is a anthology, Cooder anthology. It's got everything you ever wanted to know. Really a good retrospective of Rise in total, his total career, entire career. That's it. In total career. I was trying to say entire, and total in the same word. But it's got songs from all his albums. Get Rhythm, he does a great version of the Johnny Cash track. Wow, just so much good stuff. I mean, double album, fantastic. This is a great retrospective of my favorite guitar player on earth, Cooder. And one more, what did I pull here? Blue and Lonesome. A lot better than Hackneyed Diamonds, I got to tell you that. I like this album. Rolling Stones kind of getting back to the blues. Eric Clapton guests on this. I think this is a really good album. What else can I say? It's the Rolling Stones doing what they should do, as far as I'm concerned, without Lady Gaga. That's it. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Have a great day. Larry Graves is doing a chat this afternoon at 3 p.m. I'm going to try and join him, and we will talk.